Yeah, guys, we had this whole thing planned out. We announced last week it was the Wrestling N.R.D. broadcast at the beach. First time ever. I'm here at the beach. Ryan, you're telling me you spent all your money in Vegas and could only get back home? That's ridiculous. And Nick, don't give me that King Owen to the throne thing. You know, I know you got to be a responsible father, but you live in Florida, you can always make it to the beach. And I mean, Gerald is just so rich. He's in Michigan trying to, you know, help his brother out, Harold, there and making Tom feel good. And so I'm going to be the only nerd actually at the beach for this broadcast? I guess that's why I'm king. I guess we got to start the show. You're watching DaveCTV. Now here's your host, the voice, Dave Canning. It's you, it's me, it's DaveCTV. It's you, it's me, it's DaveCTV. Let's start the show. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is NRD and T, and welcome to episode 73, the Wrestling N.R.D. broadcast at the beach. I am here in my hotel room in Ogunquit, Maine, while everyone else is just in their homes. And speaking of things that we are just so used to as they're in their homes and I'm on my beautiful vacation, I would like to announce that I am still your king of the Wrestling N.R.D. broadcast. King of the Nerds still. Gerald still the commissioner of the broadcast. We tied in a valiant back and forth effort at Double or Nothing. It was a great show. We crowned new champions. We saw new wrestlers debut for the company. And most importantly, we didn't just see it on TV. Ryan Crossley, our very own Ryan Crossley, saw it live in person in Vegas. So Ryan, we are very happy, you know, that you are still alive after that weekend in Vegas. So tell us how that was.
Don't you know that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas?
Did you know that this is the broadcast? I'm the king and I say what goes? Keep your mouth shut, peasant. Yeah. So Ryan, tell us all about the ladies of the night that you met. I heard you met a guy that has made out with Trish Stratus. Is that true?
Allegedly, yes. Maybe in a kiss on the cheek or a kiss card. I have no idea. Yeah, lots of things happen in Vegas. I kind of felt like I was the king of Vegas from being there. Hey, wow. Just to Vegas. I have this for when I won the crown, how corrupt you are, king or tyrant. You know, there's a hashtag going all around Twitter, JP. So I have this for when I could win the crown, but you don't want to defend it, you know, legally, justly, rightly. So
I 100% defended it legally.
King of Vegas for now. And I can't believe, I was hoping at least you would have taken Gerald out or he would have taken you out. Double KO was my hope. But the odds of that, I mean, I guess you're both still here.
I don't know where Gerald is.
Gerald is taking care of his brother Harold. Did you not watch the video intro? I mean, come on.
I think Gerald found out that Dave is on the beach, and Gerald, I have not seen him since you said you're going on vacation.
Listen, like I said, if you swim far enough that way, you will hit France. So I can almost hear Tomas and Gerald in the wind.
I'm sure that if you hit a house on the coast anywhere, Gerald owns it.
Definitely. That way, there are some rich houses. You walk up the beach, you'll get to Wells. There's some very expensive houses there. I own one of them.
So, Ryan, tell us about...
Yes, Ryan, tell us about Vegas, Trish Stratus, and all that stuff.
I think you may have had a little more of the drink than I had in Vegas. Trish was a different story, but well I'll try and get him on the pod later. So I have so much happened. It was it was an action-packed week, so I kind of have a little play-by-play here so I don't forget things. First thing, I got a speeding ticket on the way there, allegedly, allegedly driving 10 miles per hour over, yet to be seen.
What was the speed limit?
I'll call you king without the quotes if you can pull any strings there. You know,
what was the speed limit?
I was driving through Death Valley trying to pick up my dad, the big cross man. He's the big cross man.
The big cross man.
Driving through Death Valley is 55, apparently. I honestly had no idea. 55.
You were going 65? Wow.
Allegedly. The cop he was a sweetheart, though. I'll just say that. We'll talk about that off the air. Very nice guy.
Okay.
So that's how my week, how it started. I was sitting there rushing, trying to get to pick my dad up, but picked up my dad, met up with Lindsay, friend of the show, patron as well. We went to VXS outdoor show at Fremont Street. I heard Jack Evans was going to be there. Always, I love TH2. So I was like, oh, get to see Jack Evans. A lot of this you guys know from the Patreon chat, because we share, the intimate details of our lives and our day-to-day, the mundane and the magnificent, like Margaret. But anyway, Jack Evans, like, he wrestled. That was awesome. Patted him on the back, super sweaty, pretty gross, but happy I did it. Got to see Joey Janela wrestle Santana Jackson. Is that it? Yeah, Santana Jackson. I wrote Santana Ortiz.
Impersonator?
Yes, awesome. I love seeing like his stuff on Twitter. So he was there. So that was awesome.
I literally thought he was going to jump from that set. Like in the videos, you can follow Ryan, the Micro Brawler Scholar, on Instagram. You posted that one video. You didn't pan up. So I'm just like, and I see Joey Janela below. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's not going to dive down from the second floor. I was like, please tell me he's got a baby up there. Doesn't make things better if you don't know the context.
Yeah. When I saw how short that table was, it was lower than back when I used to backyard wrestle as the Real Deal Dylan Shivers. We'd set up chairs, put a piece of drywall. It was even lower than that. I'm like, if someone jumps off that railing, it is not going to be good. But anyways, that was awesome. Lindsay spotted Max Caster, which I thought was cool. And I saw Jay George. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But then my eyes really popped when I saw a friend of the show, Leo Sparrow. I was like, Leo's here. He didn't tell me. Not that we talk all the time. But anyway, got to see him, take a selfie with someone who's been on the show. Is really awesome. I thought that was rad. Yep. Said what's up to him. Okay, so that was Thursday. Got 3 more days. I'll try and be fast. Friday, Rampage was early, I guess, due to what NBA playoffs.
Did it start at 6:30 on Friday on Miami time by the shirt, of course, on Pro Wrestling Tees. So it would have been what, 3:30 in Vegas? Or are they 2 hours? 3 hours behind.
3 hours early. So it's pretty much, long nights in Vegas. So it's pretty much wake up, brush my teeth or something, go to Rampage. So I met I didn't have time to do my hair,
Okay.
But I met up with a Micro Brawler fan group. Ryan Seddon. He had an extra ticket, was so kind enough. First time meeting him, I went with him, his wife and daughter. He had a free ticket. He's all Micro Brawler Scholar. We've done some deals, helped each other out. I was like, heck yeah, man. I will totally take that ticket. So it was awesome to meet him and his family. His daughter is so funny. The things she was saying, reactions. We'll see a little kid liking wrestling. Highlight for me, what did you guys think? I called them just now, dubbed them the Hardy Bucks. When the Bucks came out as the Hardys, as Gangrel.
And Brandon Cutler's leader had me rolling. It's like, bro.
I did not realize until Sunday. Someone had to point it out to me Sunday. I did take pictures, a couple of risque pictures. Like Brandon, I saw some red stuff sticking out of his pants. I zoomed in, main event at Double or Nothing. I kind of saw some stuff, took some pictures.
It was a cheeky weekend for you. Cheekend.
So that was Friday. I didn't know until Sunday. I think his name was Marcus. We talked about him, tattoo artist in LA.
Yeah.
Berated me on my petition, but still signed up for the podcast or sub. So
get him on the show. Yeah. Have him tattoo Tom live on the podcast.
Oh yeah. He said, he's in Hollywood. So we can maybe first place we'll meet is there, right? You think Dave can get tattoos?
I will watch everyone get tattoos and cheer appropriately.
Okay. But anyway, Rampage was awesome. And then also there, we brought up a little bit ago, Ryan Barkin, aka Kid Cash. I did not bring the shirt with me. I have this shirt. Yes.
How do you have that right now?
I buy it off Pro Wrestling Tees. PWT Cast made this a real thing. I bought it. I was gonna try and get it signed by Kid Cash himself. I was like, I'm not gonna see him. And then who do I bump into? Kid Cash, aka Ryan Barkin. I run into him, Berto and Stank, get a selfie. I told Barkin, and I was like, hey, you can wear the hat. And he said, I can't do as well. He said, no. But then he did say he would wear it. He's like, I'll wear the hat if you want. I was like, no, I'm just kidding. That's, nice of him to offer.
Would have been our model shot for the store, like how Stephanie McMahon used to like be the model for like the old WWF like apparel in the catalog, the magazine. I could have been marketing for our stuff.
So much stuff happened. There's a lot of hits, some misses over the weekend. I think all in all, it came together perfectly. Like seriously, I'll try and wrap it up with the greatest wrestling weekend ever. The only downside was my wife wasn't there. It might not have gone the same way if she was there, because Ryan said it only had one ticket. So I'm like, hey, but I also had to, back out on my dad. He only got to go to the little shows. He didn't get to go to the AEW ones with me. But yeah, I got a photo with Berto, Stank, Barkin. That was awesome. Thankful to the NBA playoffs that happened. So that gave me a break. I could brush my teeth again. And then I did my hair. And then I went to Black Label Pro at 11 p.m. That was pretty crazy. Vegas show starting at 11 p.m. for the eldest of the WNRD broadcast. But I got to see Janela wrestle again the next day versus Super Crazy, which is cool. I mean, being an ECW fan, like I got to see Super Crazy wrestle, and he was pretty crazy. And then
pretty crazy, not super crazy.
Nah, yeah, pretty crazy.
And muy loco?
Yeah, Piquito. Poco loco. Yeah, Poco loco. That would have been
Poor loco.
Fan. But and then do you guys remember recent pro wrestling crate unboxing? Shaza McKenzie joined Castro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She was there wrestling, and apparently she had been doing like I think it was just a 1 month thing. She had a visa. She is wrestling all over the place, tons. But this was the last leg of her trip before going back to Australia. So she main evented that with Kevin Blackwood, the Black Label Pro show. Shouldn't let me talk so long ever. But yeah, I mean, so she gave a heartfelt speech afterwards, not to be pessimistic, but she's like, I don't know when I'm coming back, So it was just cool to see her wrestle. That was not her last match. The next night was, but to have that main event versus the person she wanted to wrestle the most. So that was, heartfelt for sure. And then after that, Pro Wrestling Revolver, I had my ticket wasn't working, my e-ticket something. So some guy named Sammy Callahan came out and like took care of my ticket for me. Felt like I was getting the VIP treatment. That was interesting. But then I had, I think as you guys know, Josh Alexander.
I've heard.
I don't know.
Future friend of the show.
That's true. Shocker of the year. He signed my petition. I cannot believe it.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Might have to do that he's Canadian. And if you don't believe it, I had him personalize this. It says Bret got screwed.
Oh.
In case you needed. Well,
it doesn't count until he comes on the show.
I didn't tell him to write that. He's like, what do you want me to write? I was like, oh, he didn't write my name, I don't think. But I just said, write something about Bret. And he said, Bret got screwed. But, this was kind of a first on this trip to take pictures with wrestlers who have micro brawlers. If you have a micro brawler, I want a picture with you. As you guys know, I met Cardona.
Yes, you did.
By the men sign. There was a man sign. I guess it's a picture where guys, like men and men take pictures down. But so we did that. I missed out on a couple, man. Alexander Hammerstone came out. Instead of a high five, I was holding it there. Same with Willie Mack. I don't think they saw a near 40-year-old man holding a figure of them. They just gave me a high five. Still cool.
Smacks it out of your hand.
Yeah, almost. That would have sucked. I did not bring my Rich Swann micro brawler, the one that I prophesized with my shower cap. Somehow I didn't even bring it. I don't know. I got way too many notes here. GCW, got to go to my first GCW show. That was crazy. I was literally all the way in the back because it was general admission only. I found this thing to stand on. The way they were swinging those light tubes, I'm glad I was that far back. They were swinging for the fences. It was insane. I don't know. I think I told you guys I talked to Chris Bay about getting a micro brawler, you know, kind of like
I'd like
unofficial micro brawler representative, pushing those on people. Are we going to talk Double or Nothing, or should I recap that actually quick?
Go for it.
Yeah, I would say go for it.
How many shows did you see in total while you were in Vegas?
Thank you. I need help focusing. In 4 days, not even 4 full days, 6 shows in 4 days. Wow. It was over. It was. I missed Rampage. You know, I was supposed to go to that. It worked out differently. I didn't go, but in a way, I got my fill. Not in a negative way, but I mean this weekend was so much and so epic. I was exhausted. You know?
I mean, you met Lindsay.
Yep.
I don't know what Lindsay looks like.
Exactly. We don't know.
Lindsay is like Queen Nice of our Patreon group chat. And she's at every show. And I watch the GCW shows. I enjoy them. I watch them in hopes that one day I'm going to see Lindsay and be like, oh, that's Lindsay. I have no idea. Because her profile picture is just her face in a big old parka jacket.
It's like Kenny from South Park. Like, we just don't know.
It's my favorite thing in the world that Lindsay exists, and I have no idea what she looks like. And I'm of all things this weekend, Ryan, I am most jealous that you met Lindsay.
And the one time we had her on, it was just audio. We had to use her Facebook profile photo on the phone from Atlantic City, Lindsay.
That's true. There might be something else you might be more jealous of, Tom. I'll have to think, though. I think there might be a little more.
I know something. If I can find it on my phone. Let me find it on my phone. Nope, not all the fudge that I've consumed here. I'm talking about this. Nope, not going to work. Darn. Can't see it. Ah, poo. But yes, that's because I saw you. Yes, that beach glare ain't helping things. Nope, and he's gone. And he's gone. I don't know if you can see. You
can't make out what that is. Just tell us.
You can see CM Punk.
I can see CM Punk.
And then you can see Ryan right behind him.
Yeah.
There we go.
Before we get to Double or Nothing, I need to give Ryan a big kudos and the utmost respect of being a grown-ass man walking around Las Vegas with a fanny pack filled with
I was going to go there too. we have to touch more on the micro brawler fanny pack.
Yes.
I am so impressed with how well prepared you are, Ryan.
Ryan is the Boy Scout of action figures.
You travel hours from your home and go to 6 wrestling events in 3 to 4 days, and you still have your props. God damn it, Ryan. How do you do it?
He was ready to pull the Thriller album out of his fanny pack during that Santana Jackson. Like, hold on.
I know. No, yeah, like I said, it wasn't perfect. I forgot Rich Swann and a couple others, but yeah, I just looked at the card. I've been thinking about this show for a long time.
Dog run.
But yeah, I mean, just the props, man. But I had almost all the brawlers that were gonna be there with me, just in case. You never know. Yeah, just trying to live the gimmick. You know, I was wearing only second time I've worn this, but I got the brawler pins, draw some attention. Got to share the QR code with the pod or with people, or just some good conversation, good contact sources. Awesome.
Definitely.
So let's talk the Cardona interaction a little bit more here.
Yeah, Ryan, how'd that go?
Truthfully.
I mean, it was in front of the man sign where the manly men are opposing.
Yeah, I was not being a creeper. Like, literally, I was in the restroom, and then he came in full gear, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's another bathroom story.
It's always ready.
Yeah, but no, I gosh, everything was such a flash. I didn't approach him in the restroom. I kind of stepped out. I think I said, what's up? Like, hey, it's Micro Brawler Scholar. He's like, what's up, dude? Or what's up, man? I think. And then I was like, well, I don't want to approach him here. So I waited outside the men's restroom, and then I just said, "Hey, could I get a quick picture?" Had his brawler in hand to show like, I'm not a creep. I'm a fan.
Can you imagine like they're in dueling stalls next to each other, then all of a sudden just underneath the stall, can you spare a square? And it's a square with the brawler underneath.
They're at urinals next to each other. He's like, "Hey man, look, I have a mini version of you.
Look, I'm holding a mini Cardona in my hand.
Let me pull it out my fanny pack.
Out of my zipper, out of the 5U.
Just puts the wedding brawler on top of the flusher and just goes, "Will you sign this? Thanks."
Yeah, there was a couple.
We wonder why he doesn't want to do our show.
Yeah. Can't wait to bring up the bathroom incident with Cardona if he ever comes on the show. So wait a second. I've peed next to Ken Shamrock. Ryan's gone next to Matt Cardona. Nick's gone next to Luchasaurus, or was it Juice Robinson? It was Juice Robinson.
It was actually CJ Parker or whatever.
I'm sorry, you're right.
Whatever.
Tom, have you ever gone to the bathroom next to a wrestler? I don't know if you were on the episode for that.
I have gone to the bathroom next to no one.
You're a stall guy, aren't you?
You know, I prefer to pee outside. But here's a quick thing.
No re-entry, sir.
When it comes to going to the bathroom, I think men have it wrong. Urinals are disgusting. Urinals are absolutely disgusting. There's always, regardless of how good you are with your aim, there's always some semblance of splashback, and that's gross to me. So I prefer to get fully nude and sit down on a toilet bowl when I go to the bathroom. You can't do that everywhere. I can hold it for very long periods of time.
Tom's the ideal co-pilot in the car on a long road trip.
Yeah, I only pull off to go to the bathroom when I'm bored.
When I'm bored.
Like if I just need a break, I need an excuse, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And then it's just a normal bathroom experience at truck stops.
Would you go to the bathroom at the beach, or would you just go in the water?
You go in the water.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's the same thing at like a pool.
The
second you enter a body of water, you pee.
No. Oh, no.
Nick, there's chemicals. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't it turn the water like pink, Nick? Come on.
That shit's not real.
I used to mess with side story. There was these like punk kids. They used to always bother me when I cleaned this commercial pool. They used to just always just mess with me and stuff. And I would wait until they would have like girls at the pool with them. They're probably like in middle school or whatever. And I would drop basically to say that there's chlorine in the water. It would change the color. And I'd be like, this shows that people have peed in the pool. And I just drop it around and it would change color. I'd be like, look, all y'all just peeing in the pool.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
I mean, if you go into a pool in Las Vegas, I guarantee you there is more than pee in that pool.
They got chlorine in there. It should be fine. There's worse things for you.
God.
But double or nothing, Ryan.
Yes, Ryan. Tell us what that was like at the T-Mobile Arena, right?
Yep, T-Mobile Arena. Yep. I'll go off my notes. Sorry. Again, Ryan had to hook up with the tickets, so whatever he sent that over to me. Wait in line. I know I messaged the group, "Hey, if you're part of the Patreon, like we look out for each other." Although I dropped the ball, I didn't hook up Dennis like planned. I misinterpreted what he wanted, but still, like I know. I think thankfully he's forgiven me.
I don't know what he wanted.
I just misunderstood the shirt. He wanted the exclusive. I thought he wanted only, and I was there. I think we're cool. I think we're cool, Dennis. I meant no. Nothing.
It's all right, Dennis. The King will take care of you one day. I promise.
You didn't get me my 8 chairs, so.
Yeah, seriously, Ryan. We all wanted a chair.
Hey,
come friend.
I was telling people there, I was like, I think my friends are messing with me. I was like, I'm going to be walking around here like.
Like the how to impress all the girls at the choir.
There was an entire separate group chat that just said, everyone asked Ryan to get you a chair. I don't remember who started that.
I believe it was Jason that said like, yo, everybody message Ryan saying you want the chair. And I was like, what chair? Screw it. Just ask about the chair.
Test my kindness. I was like, crap.
Ryan was ready. Ryan was ready to sign up for that credit card they offer you in the studio to get like a free gift, just to get us chairs.
Oh,
doggos.
But yeah,
all the dogs coming on.
That was crazy though. This is something that I'm not a fan of. I don't know if it's like this. This is the only second pay-per-view I've been to, but I was there, like got in right away. And I had an hour between when doors opened and show started. It took an hour I went right to the merch line, which was right in front of me, to buy my items and then get to my seat. They were like in the 10-second countdown when I got there. But the thing I don't like as much is apparently there were like multiple booths and they said everything had different stuff. Like that sucks. You gotta have a group of multiple people and each go to each booth, if you want to be a psycho and get everything.
You are a kind person to get all that stuff for everyone right now.
I offered.
I'm not carrying all that stuff around.
Maybe not get for everyone, but yeah. No, I try it. I mean, that too. Like we were talking about Summer of Punk or things like this. Like this was a really cool, just kindness weekend. Because like I said, Ryan S. I'm going to call him. Like he was very kind in his generosity, and I try and do the same. And the same more was done for me. Actually, that's what I did with Rampage. And I couldn't go, so I found a young guy I know who likes wrestling. Like, cool, man. Like, you go. But yeah. Anyway, so I'm with Ryan S. and his family, watching the event. Great seats. Kind of, his daughter's younger, so they weren't floor, which was nice because and I don't know about you guys. As I've gotten older, I don't like standing that long. I don't really like floor seats unless I'm super close, and I'm not that rich. So like when they start tearing up and elevating, like that's perfect. You don't have people in your way,
Yep.
But that's where we were. Actually on Friday, I forgot to mention that I sent a text because I was sitting hard cam with Ryan S. and his family, and I saw Barkin and PWT's crew sitting hard cam like first 3 rows. I did not see this guy here, so I sent a text or I sent a purposeful Facebook message as opposed to a butt dial like Nick always does to Frank. And I was like, where are you, Frank? And he's like, I'm working. So I told him, I was like, I will find you this weekend. I will find you.
I will find you.
I was thinking like, what's his name? I forget that old action star dude. But anyway, the Queen.
Yay.
And the Prince.
What a run-in at the beach. It's family day at the beach.
I'm still the baldest guy here. Yep.
Wait, does he have like fish on his pajamas, Nick?
The lizards.
Ah, darn.
Iguanas. The iguanas can be at the beach.
Like the deserty beach.
That's true. Like me.
Got that hook hair.
No, right?
Where was I?
So you messaged Frank and said you'll find him.
Yeah, and Frank just joked, not if I see you first. But anyway, so we're watching the event. It was great. And then I forget who was before the Thunder Rosa Serena Deeb match. But anyway, I think it was right before then. I get a text from this guy. And he says, want to sit front row. And my reply is like, literal front row? Because I could tell, I think Bark and them were like second or third row. It's hard to tell who's PWTs and not. I couldn't help. They're right below me as scouting a little, but yeah, he said literal front row. I had a bit of a dilemma, to be honest, because Ryan S. was so kind. I don't want to bail. Like, hey, I found a better seat. I'm out of here type thing. So I offered to, or I tried to find out if there were maybe 2 seats. Cause I thought like for his little daughter, I think she's maybe 7, I think, like that'd be a huge moment for a 7-year-old versus me. But the way it worked, it seemed like it was gonna be tough to get to, which it kind of was. He's like, no, you just go, man. So yeah, I went for it and got to meet friend of the show Frank face to face. And I don't know, like I was a little nervous, jittery, like walking front row, sitting there, being front row, and the awesomeness. Like I was not trying to hide a smile, but not. It's just pretty I don't know, like movie like surreal, like how did I end up here? Like I was.
How did we get here?
There was definitely confusion in the Patreon group about what was going on, and all of a sudden it's popped up.
I love it
center,
too.
hard cam, front row. Like
then all of a sudden there's Ryan.
The whole house.
Someone's like, "Oh, I see Ryan." I'm like, "Yeah, of course Ryan Barkin's there." And they're like, "No, Ryan Crossley."
The second Crossley was spotted front row, that group chat
blew up. So yes, if you want to join that Patreon chat for Forbidden Door,
the front row.
You never know. Ryan, of course, it was. I'll say this: like I was so proud in a way to see you front row, and especially just wearing the nerd hat. I was like, there we are. There's our logo, front row of a major wrestling show, and nobody gets it but like 15 people. But I don't care.
My thoughts were very different than yours. My thoughts were, there's my friend Ryan. That's great for him.
Well, yes, that too. At the same time,
it wasn't all about our show, there, Davey boy.
Listen, I'm all about free advertising. Okay, I'm all about free advertising.
I thought that Ryan had just traded micro brawlers and like slowly through the night just like upgraded more and more and then traded some more brawlers. And
it's like that. I traded this paper clip for a house. Ryan started off at the top row with a Frankie Kazarian brawler.
Yes.
Oh my
God. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
He started with a Frankie Kazarian brawler and eventually traded an X-Pac to sit front row.
Yeah, so that's the story you should go with.
Match by match goes, I got Tanahashi, who will give me 4 rows up for a bulldog.
No, but the funny thing, Tom, in the group too, I think you had said just prior, like when I got Frank's message and was trying to figure out, do I go? Can I get someone else to go there? You're like, I haven't seen Ryan yet. And I replied, I'm like, just wait. Because I'm like, I think I'm freaking, like, I'm going freaking row now. But yeah, that's insane. And I mean, and jokingly, I want to call Frank like Saint Frank. Now, I like the weekend was wonderful. I thank God for all of it. But I mean, that's very kind of him to think of someone like he's a friend of the show. I joked, I'm like, good thing we had you on 3 or 4 times. I guess it finally paid off. But he's sitting at an event. I know he probably does, anytime they're in Chicago or like Vegas, he's there. He's got the hookup sitting close. But to take the time to think of someone else, there's an open seat. Crossley bugged me on Friday. I'll offer it up. That's crazy. It's nice.
That's one thing I got to say about that crew is like with all the nonsense that went on with that other t-shirt company, like I've never seen the Pro Wrestling Tees crew not try to help someone out.
Yep.
And whatever semblance that means, like, oh, your package got lost. Oh, it came wrong. Like they are, and I've never met any of them. Like they are incredibly considerate people.
Yep.
And Ryan Barkin, if you want to come on the show and let me kiss your ass for a bit, that's fine.
1,000.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll be dead by then.
I think I don't know if I mentioned this on the pod or just I think I put a Facebook post on the VIP group, but like I placed an order for 2 t-shirts like back in April and they got lost. It was the first time I'd ever had an order get lost in the mail, and they were like, no problem. We just literally put the order back through for you. You should have them in 2 weeks. And I did. So, and they're just so effortless. They respond to you within 24 hours or so when you send the email. They're great. So big shout out.
I got the Harold shirts in like 2 days.
Exactly. They make a quality product, and if they make a mistake or something bad happens, they're quick to correct it. So no more bitching about limited edition brawlers, everybody. Get a custom brawler.
Stop doing pre-orders. Jeez.
Can we stop requesting brawlers? That's my request.
Yeah, they're coming no matter what, right? We don't need to request them.
Non-stop.
They're all planned out very far in advance. So.
Yeah, because when we had Stank on last year in April, he said there was 60 in the pipeline. So I think they've got all the crates all planned out.
3 months.
So you're at Double or Nothing. You're front row. You've got a Butler bringing you glasses of champagne and trays of gummy bears.
Okay, this is gummy bear spot.
Oh boy.
I'll let you finish.
I just want to do this every episode. I just want to mention gummies to you.
It's the gummy spot. It's the gummy spot brought to you by Haribo.
Haribo. Top tier gummy bears. But when you want the soft chew, you go with Albanese.
Ooh.
Albanese are American style gummy bears. Haribo is European style. The European style is much more firm. The American style is much more soft.
What is a Sour Patch Kid?
Sour Patch Kid is not a gummy bear.
That'll just punch you in the face.
It's kind of like a bear. It's a kid.
No, it's a child.
It's a child.
But it's not a gummy bear. It's very different.
Top 3 gummies in the comment section below. Let us know, Jonathan Odap.
Should that be our top 3?
Gummies.
I want to get gummy panties to wear.
Edibles. Vodka-infused gummy bears.
I had tequila-infused
gummy bears.
And it was $5 for an entire martini glass filled with them.
Ooh.
Not a bad deal, I feel like. If they were well soaked.
So very well soaked. Off topic. I took a friend of mine out to dinner last night and offered to pay. So I'm like, oh, we each got we shared an appetizer. We had one drink each, entree each. Nothing. He got a pizza. I got a burger, like a veggie burger. And I got a $5 cup of tequila gummy bears. That bill was $77.
Ooh.
And our waitress was so good, I had to give a good tip.
Yeah.
I'm never going out to eat again. I'm buying a bucket of tequila and just putting gummy bears in it.
I'm down. Just do that.
I'll bring them to the wedding.
Soak them in the bag, Ryan. That's right.
So Ryan, you're at Double or Nothing. You've been served your gummy bears. What else you got, babe?
Sorry, I thought you said Dave there.
I said babe because I love you.
Oh yeah, no, of course. I was confused for a second. But no, like I said, some wins and losses. Like I'm super glad whenever I'm on travel. Of course, I've at least got the hat on. I wish I'd been wearing this. It hadn't even shown yet. Like if I could have had that on or the Herald shirt, I thought I'm sitting, in a good seat, but I'm not going to be on camera. So I wanted to rep the PWT's vest, which Barkin noticed when I got down there. He's like, oh, he's got the vest on. And then I also was wearing the VIP shirt that he gave the people back in 2019 who went, because for me, I was like, I want to wear the things, I don't know, things that got me here or something type thing. So I wasn't wearing, our merch. I wish I would have had, the Herald shirt but like you said,
I would have
Dave,
died.
I'm glad I had this though, at least.
Yeah.
But the cool things about being down there, well, I guess I thought it was rad. Did they show them Practical Joker guys on the pay-per-view? Because they were sitting like just a ways away, but to the left.
No, but during Dynamite Wednesday, they just randomly, in the last 10 minutes, decided to just start cutting to all the celebrities. They're like, I forget who out. They were like, here's this person.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yes, Macaulay Culkin's there.
And then Vince Vaughn, right?
Yes, yeah. They're like, here's the celebrities are out. Vince Vaughn and Macaulay Culkin.
That's crazy. Yeah, I like Impractical Jokers. I mean, just so we can go on tangents, whenever I go on work travel, which isn't much anymore, if I find that, I always find Impractical Jokers or Ridiculousness on TV. And once I get on that channel, I can't stop. And I watch it every waking minute.
Oh.
I don't do anything else with my work free time. So it was cool to see them. I kept trying to make eye contact because I wanted to be like, I love you guys, but didn't get to do that. Yeah, that was just crazy. And then like opposite Hurricane, Jungle Boy's mom and sister sitting there. I look to the right quite a ways and there's Frank the Clown and Brock Lesnar guy. I'm like, and then all PWT's people, I'm like, why am I here? Like, this is insane.
It's to be a nice guy sometimes.
I guess super thankful still, but I don't know how not top it, but now I'm like, it needs to be this way every time I come to Vegas. Like Frank, I need to sit with you guys every year now. Like both Vegas trips are amazing.
Get like, back up there and trade that Kaz brawler again. We're gonna make it difficult. Here's a Madison Rain brawler. Trade that.
That's a really good idea to try and do in the group sometime. That'd be fun. But okay, the cool crazy things that happened. Let's see, because I got the Thunder Rosa that happened. Man, another thing I wish, like, who would have known I'd be sitting there? Big Don Wilson, a friend of ours, Patreon. He asked me a couple, he's hunting a couple signatures. So he's like, hey, I want a Christian one signed. So I brought one just in case. I wasn't able to make it the Fan Fest. I didn't know I was gonna be sitting front row and freaking Christians right there. And I had a Sharpie with me, even though he prefers the paint pens. But I'm like, it could have happened if like, what are the freaking odds? But anyway, sorry, Don. I don't even know if he realizes, but the crazy thing, bathroom story, Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus was knocked down in front of me, laying there for a long amount of time, not fully thinking. I lean over the guardrail and I say, remember what I told you at the bar wrestling stalls? I was like, remember what I told you? I was like, you've made it, man, and held my fist out, and he fist bumped me.
Oh.
I don't know. It was I think I even saw like a confused. He's like, what did this person just say to me? But because I mean, when I met him at bar wrestling in the restroom area, whatever, the Men Dinosaur restroom area, I just said, like, I had just seen him on ROH. I think he got not even a signed contract, like a shot. And I just said, hey, it's cool seeing you. Like, I hope that pans out. And he's like, yeah, like, hopefully, man. So, but however many years later, I'm like, you made it, dude. Like, you're freaking on the pay-per-view. And I didn't think they're going to retain the titles necessarily, but
I didn't either.
That was cool. I hoped after they won, I'm like, maybe come over and celebrate with me. That didn't happen.
Jumps in your arms.
To complete the restroom meeting story, I wanted to get his figure signed with some inscription to that regard, but I think it's complete now. He knows.
To Ryan, wash your hands.
To Ryan, thanks for the encouragement. I have made it.
To Ryan, you're number one in my book of number twos.
And then the last thing, okay, almost done. Seriously, thanks for letting me talk so long. My long-winded
like he's a guest.
But I was gonna say I'm an old man now. The FTR came out after CM Punk won the belt. And I remember, I think it was Jason, maybe JP, but remember in the Patreon group, someone said I need to watch my back because was it FTR as a whole or was it Cash?
I think it was Dax,
saying, like,
or whichever was not the bald one. I can never remember who's Cash Wheeler. Yeah. I'll beat up whoever says they love Bret Hart more than me or something like that.
Yep. Well, they came out. I was wearing my vest. I was staring at him, trying to make eye contact. He looked at me, and I pointed at that bad boy, and then he whatever nodded to Dax and kind of came over to me, and I wanted to tell him something. I felt like a hesitation, a fear. I think it was a fear of me is what he had, and I whatever, we clasped hands and I said, I have a petition to overturn the WrestleMania 12 decision. And he said, we're with you on that.
No.
I don't know if you really heard what I said, but I don't fear him. I'm the biggest Bret fan. Get out of here.
Oh, are we counting those as official signatures on the petition?
I'll find a way. I'm going to tweet it. He'll sign. We'll have a signature that way.
I'm just so happy for you, Ryan.
Yeah, that was insane. I mean, again, like you say, I'm a pretty good planner. In retrospect, I've thought about some things like, I would have done this and that, but like, crazy.
Could you imagine if like Bret Hart just came out at the end to like raise CM Punk's hand at the end of Double or Nothing?
He took the glasses off and scanned the crowd for a child, and then finally he locked with Ryan, and he was like, Ryan's
immediately getting CPR.
Ryan just literally, anybody ever watch The Secret World of Alex Mack? He just turns into a puddle.
Excellent reference.
Thank you. Brian, what was it like when CM Punk won the world title? Now that he doesn't have it.
Yeah, I know. It was crazy. It's It's hard to say, man. I mean, unfortunately, like I've told you guys, I missed the rise of Punk, being out of wrestling and then coming back. So I don't think it's the same for me as a lot of people, but I was talking to fans before saying, like, I hope he gets the belt before he retires and, turn him heel. I know Frank. So I watched Frank the Clown's reaction, like he's an uber longtime fan. It was cool. I mean, I got to give him a little high five afterwards because, of course, I know Berto's a big fan. I was in the right place, right time. But it was awesome.
Right place, Miami time.
Right place, Miami time.
New shirt.
Available the PM or the AM.
I think I like that PM better.
Yeah, I'm for once. My stepdad's got the AM now coming to him. And the white Herald shirt also.
I'm a white t-shirt kind of guy with no arms. So
but a wizard, Harry.
What's that?
I said you're a wizard, Harry.
Oh yeah.
I've got an invisibility cloak.
Look, it's me. I act like I've got no money, but I'm very rich, actually.
I've got no arms, Lieutenant Dan.
So, Double or Nothing was wild. That's great.
Yes, no, that was a great show, top to bottom.
Great show, top to bottom. There was definitely some times where I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, they could have probably took off the Darby Allin, Kyle O'Reilly match.
The two matches before the main event, I think I was over.
Yeah, that my only problem with Double or Nothing was there wasn't a bad match, but it was too long. I know one of the things was like Tony Khan said, like he didn't want the CM Punk Hangman Page match to go on during the close of Game 7, which wound up going to like 11-10 or whatnot, in which the Celtics beat the Heat. But my theory is this on that, like nobody is going to spend $50 to watch one match at the end. I highly doubt it. They would, anybody who wants to watch the match would find a way to watch wrestling. Just going to put it at that. But like, so I don't understand why you have to delay. And would it make that much of like, if anybody's tuning in that late, they're not just buying the show. They will have already bought it, and like tune it at halftime or like in between quarters. They're not going to, okay, game's over. Let me drop $50 to watch this match. They're not going to do that,
Gerald, they would.
Well, Gerald's a bastard, so.
Wow. First of all, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, Tom. Tom, if you ever want a shot at this beautiful crown, I would highly watch your attitude.
I have no interest in the crown. That's okay.
Well, then you better be kind. Okay? Be kind and rewind. I can't take this clown seriously.
If it's a crown like Ryan's Vegas glasses, I would highly
Ryan's crown's the only crown that I accept now as a crown.
Yeah, actually, you know what? There's got to be a petition going now. He's got two crowns.
Right. It just
I'm the king of Vegas because actually I got these before Vegas, and then in Vegas a lady said this was waiting for me apparently. So
wow.
I truly believe after the recap Ryan just gave us
that he's king now.
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say it, but he might be king of the nerds. Ryan made some shit happen.
No, Ryan cannot be king of the nerds. Okay, Ryan does not deserve to be king of the nerds because he's never taken his crown out of the package. He doesn't know what it's like to hold the gold in his hands. Okay, and second of all,
crown Crossley.
Yeah, that's fine. A real king doesn't need multiple crowns there to know he's the best. I just need one because I am number one. Ryan Crossley will never beat me for the crown. There is no show on this planet that will allow him. And there's nobody on this planet that is going to tell me that I've got to defend that crown against Ryan Crossley. So until that day comes, I am still king of the nerds right here at beautiful Ogunquit Beach.
On this planet, you say?
There's nobody in the world, in the universe or the galaxy.
Okay.
Yeah, you heard me.
Well, I happen to know somebody in space. I have a good friend in space.
Listen, I'll kick Shane McMahon all the way to space again. There is nobody that is going to tell me to defend this crown ever. do we want to talk about the latest crate brawler? Do we have anything else to touch about with Double or Nothing, Ryan?
Yeah, real quick. Sorry. The last things. Okay, so I told you guys I met Leo Sparrow, and then I bumped into Berto and Stank. So that's 3 guests. Saint Frank gave me the open seat, and then I took a selfie. That's 4. After that, I talked to, after the show's over, Michael Heredia, M3 Toys owner, 5 guests. And then I was, like I said, escorted. Nah, it sounds so bad when we say escorted, but they kind of ushered me. I didn't want to leave, but they ushered me out, and I walk out the door, and who do I see? The 6th guest we've had on, Frank the freaking Clown, was right there.
My man.
Like I said, just the weekend as a whole, just like, how do these little things work out this way? And so said hi to him, chatted with him, and like 6 guests, 6 shows in 4 days, 6 guests in one little weekend. Insane to be the king, the nerds.
All I'm saying is I just see one person wearing a crown right now. That's it. That's all. That's all.
It looks good on Ryan.
The sun reflects so well at the beach here, it hurts other people's eyes. So I've decided to just graciously put it down on the pillow next to me.
The sun isn't real.
The sun is real. Leo Sparrow is the son of the sun, my friend. That is why I have this beautiful silk pillow that this crown has laid upon here at beautiful Ogunquit Beach. Just saying.
Oh.
So, oh man. But yes, Ryan, it was genuinely, like Tom said, it was genuinely heartwarming to see you have such a good time in Vegas and Double or Nothing and all. What was it? 6 shows in 4 days? Something like that?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It was a lot.
Like, I remember just being exhausted after WrestleMania weekend when it came here in 2019, just being like, shot. So you have my sympathy and all the rest you need. So
I was tired.
It's 2 shows in 2 days. I'm dead.
From my couch.
Yeah, Double or Nothing was exhausting just watching. Like, I was starting to fall asleep during that main event. Nothing personal, but just because that show was 4 hours.
I had a whole jug of margarita, so I was pretty beat.
Need a jug of gummy bear margaritas.
Yo.
Cheeseburger in paradise, baby.
I like mine with lettuce and tomato. Heinz 57 and French fried potato. Big
I just like
and a cool draft beer.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
Hi.
But yeah.
I like mine with lettuce and tomato. Heinz 57 and French fried potato.
I guess we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Max Freeman. Work or shoot, boys?
Yes.
I think it's a shoot turned into a walk.
Turned into that worked itself into a work.
It turned itself into a shoot to a work, shoot. I think it's a whoop.
I love it though. I think it's good.
Sure.
Whatever.
No, I think it's very good. I like we mentioned in the news video that we dropped about CM Punk on this channel. I think you can't bring him back yet. That was the mistake they made with the Summer of Punk. They brought him back 2 weeks after Money in the Bank. You know, after Rey Mysterio was WWE champion for all of 2 hours.
I think you need to be careful with possibility of MJF becoming a babyface out of this. I don't think that's what they want to happen, and I feel like that's what's kind of happening.
I think what you got
on TV.
Because my thing is this: what if you, like we mentioned, if you went with my booking of Tanahashi versus MJF, or even because like Tanahashi versus MJF, at All Out or All In, whatever they decide to call it this summer, like somehow they have some sort of match that determines the number 1 contender who will face Tanahashi at All In or All Out, whatever they call it. And Max wins it. And then CM Punk comes out at the end of that, because I'm just judging on my own personal experience from breaking my finger a few years back. I had to wait 6 weeks before I was cleared to golf. And I know I'm not an elite athlete, as Jason mentioned, far from it. But I would assume golf and then wrestling, regardless of how elite of an athlete you are, you need to wait for things to heal properly. So I would say Punk would be ready by All In or All Out, whatever they're calling it. The all pay-per-view in Chicago that they're going to have again.
In the Audi.
Innie outie, all the ins and all the outs.
Yeah.
Ins and outs by All Elite Wrestling. So you could do Tanahashi versus MJF at the end of at All Out, and then CM Punk comes out at the end with his title and they hold it,
Because no one's gonna boo Tanahashi.
Yeah, exactly. That's
like you can't. I'm sorry. Even like a casual wrestling fan, you cannot boo Tanahashi.
Like just his hair alone. Just look
He's
at that.
Gorgeous.
Go Ace.
Go Ace.
I think it was number 4 on the Brawler list. Number 3. I don't have my notes. High. Yeah, I think he was definitely a top 5er for sure.
Speaking of Brawlers,
is that the custom?
No, but there's this guy. I can't remember who it was. There's this guy selling a custom Shockmaster Brawler, and I actually think it's a really cool idea to get glitter on the head. Really cool idea. So whoever's doing that, like, kudos, great creativity. I love it. It made me want to find a second Shockmaster. I used to work in an arts and crafts store, so like I've got a whole bunch of stuff. A little inspiring. So good job on showing me that you could just cover this in glitter and it could look halfway decent.
And double the price.
And I'll double the price. I'll triple it. Shit. I got expensive glitter. It's made out of gold.
Would you put that in your mouth though? The glitter.
With glitter? No, I hate glitter.
Okay. My only knock on the Brawler is this. I wish it had a flat head so that you could stand it upside down.
I think it sucks.
I think I like it. I like the Brawler. I don't like the Chase because it just obviously never wore a gold helmet.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like the I don't know if the Chase was packaged upside down or if that's just like, so they were all packaged regularly, just in the PWT video they put it upside down. Gotcha.
I think so.
I feel like all the ones I saw on eBay that were Chases were upside down except for one. So I wondered if that person changed it or if theirs was accidentally right side up.
I don't know.
I wish they made the helmet like they made Gold Okada and made it shiny.
Would have been nice. Yeah. No,
that's
I totally agree with that.
That's my complaint.
Other than that, it looks good. I mean, I don't know what they were kind of limited to with like the whole Stormtrooper helmet. If they couldn't do it exactly the same way, like the way like Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby is not the same as Under Pressure by Queen. That extra little ching in there. So, ding 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 ding. It's that extra little ding. Musicians get it.
Rate and listen.
I don't think Under Pressure was by Queen.
It's David Bowie and Queen.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's David Bowie and Queen.
Interesting.
Question on that. Sorry. Have you guys heard the remix, or what would you call when you redo a song? It's not a remix.
When DJ Khaled does it, we call it the best.
We do best.
Remix to Ignition.
Hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body. Got every man in here wishing. Sipping on Coke and rum. I'm like, so what? I'm drunk. It's freaking weekend, baby. I'm about to have me some fun.
You know that because you're a wedding DJ.
Bounce, 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 bounce.
It's usually called a remix if you redo a song. If you remix a song, Ryan.
Okay. Give me some of that doo doo. Give me some of that beep beep.
Where have we
don't
gone?
play that. R. Kelly loves that played in the bathroom.
R. Kelly's a piece of trash.
Yes, he is.
Just want to say right now, Fire Song, scumbag.
Garbage. Fire song, garbage fire of a human being.
Yep. So just so we're very clear on how the nerds feel about R. Kelly, he can rot in imaginary hell that doesn't exist.
Jail.
But
Ryan,
I'm just gonna say Under Pressure. There, My Chemical Romance and The Used redid that song years and years ago. I'm just saying that's a good version of it, in my opinion.
Huh?
Was that on Pop Goes Punk?
Pop Goes Weasel.
It was a fundraiser. Man, it was so many years ago. It was
Hero.
Hurricane Relief. It's a good cover. It's a cover.
A cover, like my blanket covers me.
Cover. That's the word we were looking for.
I'm gonna look for that song. That sounds very good.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
I like it. You know what else I like? Top 3 Tuesday. So for our Top 3 Tuesday this week, since it is the Wrestling Nerd broadcast at the beach, what do we decide to go with? Top 3 Trish Stratus matches? No? Okay. Top 3 wrestling beach persona people? Was that what we were going with? Beach wrestlers related to the beach?
Wrestling at the beach. Wrestlers at the beach.
Okay.
I don't know. Right. Wrestling, beach, and wrestling.
All right. I'd like to go first so nobody steals my answers.
Sure.
I would like to go with number 1, Kona Crush.
Yeah,
the man loved me some Kona Crush. Number 2, I'm going to go with Ric Flair at the beach on Baywatch from WCW. I think that's just one more added to the 5 days of Flair. Do it. And then after you're done watching this broadcast, YouTube Dead Wrestler Beach. Great song, great memorial tribute to all the deceased wrestlers. It shows them at the they're at the beach. It's dead Wrestler Beach. It's a great video. I choose all the wrestlers from Dead Wrestler Beach. Check it out. Boom. Top 3 Tuesday. There you go.
Who's next? Can I go second?
Yes, you can, Tom. Sweet new tattoo, by the way. I really do like it.
Thanks. I got Clarence Clemens' saxophone and Bruce Springsteen's guitar. I love the E Street Band. Top 3 Tuesday, wrestlers and the beach. That one thing of Macho Man Randy Savage on the beach in like jeans, looking all like.
Oh, we're just looking off into the sunset.
Do we need another Macho Man brawler?
Yes.
No. Do we really want another Macho Man brawler? No. We'll be incredibly excited if that Macho Man brawler gets made. Yes. Number 2, Coco Beware, because he's got a parrot, and I feel like parrots belong at the beach. I don't know if that's true. I don't know where parrots come from. I've never seen that bird in real life. Frankie? Is it real? Is it fake? I don't know. Number 3, very easy. Very easy. Simple answer, Doink the Clown.
Yeah.
I don't need to explain it.
Clowns on the beach, huh?
Sure.
Okay.
The white stuff wasn't makeup, it was sunscreen, right?
Yeah. It was sunscreen. The nose was sunburnt. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. He's got Jade Cargill's hair.
Or, oh my gosh, Tanahashi at the beach.
There we go. Go Ace.
Ibushi at the beach.
I like it. Nick, who's since you're closest to the beach as well, what do you got?
Y'all left me with such so many choices there.
Where
do I even begin? I'm pretty sure that Tony Schiavone wore a Hawaiian shirt at some point at some pay-per-view. Yeah. So we're going to go Hawaiian shirt, Tony Schiavone. We're going to go Hulk Hogan. He's from the beach. He was like Muscle Beach. We could do like...
He is the beach.
The beach. He is the beach. We could do Beach Hogan.
Hogan's Beach Shop.
And we could do, to round it out, let's see, we could do...
Shane McMahon at the beach.
Speedo Shane McMahon with the Air Forces. Air Forces and the
God. It's Shane McMahon in a helicopter jumping to the beach.
Exactly, yes.
I'm just picturing these all being made as like a diorama with like a background of the beach around it.
Oh, those are great, Nick. Ryan, your top 3.
This one will not be made, and I don't want to think too hard on another, but many years ago, probably a sunny Tammy Lynn Sitch would have been a cool one. That's beach. I thought of Sunny in the beach. That would have been many years ago. We would have maybe liked that, or in the 90s at least, we would have been fans.
In the 90s, yes. In the 2020s, we would just want you to not drive drunk, and we want you to buckle up.
She got a DUI in a town that I used to drink in New Jersey, in Keensburg, New Jersey.
Shout out to Keensburg, New Jersey.
Shout out Keensburg. You're doing it. You haven't changed.
This one just came to me. I don't necessarily mean it too much, but Cardona and his anniversary or his honeymoon.
Oh God.
Sorry, Tom. I don't want another Cardona brawler.
Something about Dave's shirt, and then you guys said something. I pictured it just like it's slim pickings with these beach ones, at least for my brain. But this is the one I had on my brain though. The Sandman, before he was like the ECW hardcore guy, and he'd wear that. Would he come out with the surfboard and wear the
his name Sand in his name.
What's that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the word sand in his name.
That's what I was going. I didn't even go with the other outfit. I just saw Sandman.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like before I watched WWE Network, I didn't know he had that gimmick before. He's the beer drinking hardcore guy. What's that thing called? What do surfers wear? That wetsuit.
Wetsuit?
Have you guys ever seen him in that?
It's a cover song.
What?
Like it's not a remix, it's a cover song.
Sounds touching on the other thing.
Exactly. But yeah, that would be an interesting one. That was an interesting gimmick.
I thought of more.
Nope.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Typhoon.
Typhoon.
Also tugboat.
Inappropriate. What about who was it? Was it Austin and The Rock where like they threw the belt into the water and were wrestling in the water?
I like the river. Didn't they they threw right into the river.
Basically a beach.
Roddy Piper with a coconut.
Didn't Al Snow and Hardcore Holly fight in like the Mississippi River? That's kind of like a beach, maybe.
CM Punk
wrestled at the beach.
CM Punk and Chavo Guerrero fought at the Long Island Sound, I think.
Doink the Clown.
The Long Island Clown.
What about Surfer Sting?
Well, we already got Surfer Sting.
Another one.
But yes,
it's a really good patriotic Sting.
We need a nice patriotic Sting. So if you know where we can find a patriotic Sting, custom or original, let us know in the comment section below. Let us know your top 3 Tuesday in the comment section below. Let us know your favorite part of Ryan's trip to Double or Nothing in Vegas over the last weekend in the comment section below. Of course, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/The Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. That is nerd, it's spelled NRD. If you want to get a Miami Time AM shirt or a Miami Time PM shirt like Ryan has, plenty of other t-shirts there. Of course, we have the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast is for everyone shirts. Eventually, if they're not up by the time this video is up shortly, we'll have the Harold the Puppet Pride Month shirts as well. All of the proceeds from those shirt sales will go to Out on the Lake Shore, right, Tom? That's the name of it?
Yes.
Okay, got it right on the first time. So yes, great charity there to help out during Pride Month. Of course, all of our other nerd merch is there as well. You pledge your Patreon, patreon.com/WNRDB, so you can get into that great group chat. Maybe you can sit front row at the next AEW pay-per-view. Of course, hit us up on all the platforms, social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, the Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, WNRDB there. And yes, Patreon, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pro Wrestling Tees, Doink the Clown Bendham. Oh my, I'm not going to sleep tonight. Ryan Crossley thinks he's got a shot against me, folks. And like I said, there is not a person on this planet who is going to make me defend the crown against Ryan. I'd like to see a try, folks. So until next time, on behalf of myself, the king of the nerds, the voice, the Hall of Fame broadcaster, Dave Canning, the founding father, Mr. Nick Carpenter, the Micro Brawler scholar, and wannabe king, Mr. Ryan Crossley, and of course, the handler of our former commissioner, Harold the Puppet, Mr. Tom Sasso. Don't forget to tell your mother you love her every day because like Kevin Durant said, Mom, you're the real MVP. Good night, everyone, and God bless America.
Hi, JP.